This election was a nail-biter like never before. And now it's a tough moment for the Democrats as Kamala Harris has conceded to Donald Trump. But let's be real, she left the stage with grace, dignity, and her head held high.
While I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Now, while many of her high-profile supporters are keeping quiet, a few have taken to social media to share their disappointment over the Republican victory.
We live in an infinite time warp where Donald Trump has always been and will always be the center of the universe. There can be no escape. All hail our powerful and benevolent supreme leader.
Among those speaking out is Cardi B, who didn't hold back her feelings. She posted, and then quickly deleted, a video throwing some serious shade at the states that went red.
This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. That's all I'ma say.
She later added, "I hate y'all bad." And in a heated response during an Instagram live, went off saying, "Burn your hats."
Y'all need to leave me the alone because I got one more cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's word to the United States of America. Yeah.
Actress Jamie Lee Curtis also weighed in, sounding genuinely worried about the road ahead, especially for women and LGBTQ+ community. She posted on Instagram saying, "Gay and trans people will be more afraid," and went on to say that people like her will be there to help. "It's time to fight, one day, one protest at a time," she added, reminding everyone what it really means to be an American. Billie Eilish took a more somber approach, posting, "It's a war on women" on her Instagram. She even made a quiet yet powerful statement at her Nashville concert, standing in silence after performing TV, which references the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and then walking off stage without a word. Ariana Grande shared her sympathy, writing, "Holding the hand of every person who feels the immeasurable heaviness of this outcome today." And of course, Jimmy Kimmel jumped in on Jimmy Kimmel Live with his classic humor, calling it the worst Taco Tuesday he'd ever had. He didn't hold back, airing his frustration loud and clear.
"We had the choice between a prosecutor and a criminal, and we chose the criminal to be president of the United States. More than half of this country voted for the criminal who's planning to pardon himself for his crimes."
Now let's take a look at other celebrities who backed Kamala all the way and are probably feeling the sting of this loss right alongside her. First up, we have the ultimate power couple, the Obamas.
There is no other choice than Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Yep, when Kamala announced her candidacy, Barack and Michelle were right there calling her up and telling her, "This is going to be historic." But the support didn't stop with a phone call. The Obamas took center stage at the Democratic National Convention, making it crystal clear where their loyalty lies.
America's ready for a new chapter. America's ready for a better story. We are ready for a president, Kamala Harris.
It's clear Obama sees Kamala as the future, not just a candidate. He praised her as someone who's actually in this for the right reasons, not just to play political games. And Michelle? She was a force in her own right, delivering a powerful speech that electrified the crowd and took direct aim at Trump's fear-mongering tactics.
See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
And the Obamas aren't the only ones rallying behind Kamala. Harris has been amassing a wave of support from high-profile figures across the country. Even President Joe Biden, who caught everyone off guard by stepping aside from the 2024 race, has thrown his full weight behind her.
We're on the same team.
Barbra Streisand, the legend herself, threw her weight behind Harris. She praised Biden for steering the country out of the Trump chaos and expressed her excitement for Kamala's candidacy. Robert De Niro also chimed in, calling Biden's decision to step aside an act of shrewd politics and selfless patriotism. Although he didn't directly mention Harris, you know the guy who's been trolling Trump outside courthouses and even narrated an ad for the Biden campaign is definitely rooting for her.
We knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped.
Taylor Swift came out of her hermit mode with a mic drop moment. She decided to set the record straight.
I need to be on the right side of history, and if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
You see, after the Trump team tried to pull some AI trickery to fake her endorsement, Taylor took to social media right after the debate and declared, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election." Plus, Kamala Harris has the powerhouse rapper Megan Thee Stallion on her team. Megan even lit up the stage with a performance of her hit single Body at a Harris rally. Kesha and Charlie XCX have also jumped in, each bringing their own flair. Kesha used a viral coconut tree audio clip of Harris in a live performance. In the meantime, Charlie XCX stirred up quite the buzz by calling Kamala Harris brat. And yes, that's making headlines everywhere. For those who haven't caught the latest TikTok trends, brat is a nod to the brat summer vibe, which is all about bold fashion and a carefree party girl attitude. Looks like Charlie's adding some fun and trendiness to the conversation. Not one to stay silent, Lizzo also took to social media to slam the chatter about Kamala Harris not doing much as VP, calling the debate tired. She pointed out that Biden didn't face the same criticism when he ran for president as a former VP. Honestly, seems like she's got a point. Another singer that showed her support for Harris is Olivia Rodrigo, who's been a fierce advocate for abortion access. Rodrigo shared a video of the politician stressing the importance of reproductive health care on her Instagram story. Her message? Loud and clear. And let's not forget that Quavo took the stage at Harris's first campaign rally in Atlanta and delivered a rousing endorsement.
So if you never voted before, make sure you get out and vote right now, because it's the real one.
Meanwhile, the support keeps rolling in from other influential figures. Spike Lee, Wendell Pierce, and Rosie O'Donnell have all been enthusiastic on social media, sharing their backing for Harris and amplifying her message.
The clouds open up and the sun shines through, and the name is Kamala Harris. And thank God that the Democratic Party did exactly what they did.
Also, Jon Stewart kept it short and sweet, posting just one word on social media: legend. Enough said. And guess what? Aaron Sorkin, the brilliant mind behind The West Wing, has joined Team Harris after Biden's exit. Just hours before Biden announced he was stepping down, Sorkin had suggested in a New York Times piece that the Democrats should pick Mitt Romney to beat Trump. But once Biden was out, Sorkin did a quick 180, endorsing Harris with a straightforward, "I take it all back, Harris for America." What a plot twist.
If you are a little familiar with my work, it's not that surprising.
But one person who's definitely happy about Kamala's loss, maybe even happier than Trump himself: Elon Musk. His criticism of the Democratic Party and Vice President Kamala Harris reached new heights, fueled by AI-generated content.
So I think we should be cautious with AI, and I think there should be some government oversight.
Musk posted an AI-generated image on his social media platform, depicting Harris dressed up as a communist, complete with a red uniform and a hammer and sickle hat. And to make things worse, he captioned it with a false statement. Kamala vows to be a communist dictator on day one. Can you believe she wears that outfit?
First of all, I'm not going to engage in that hypothetical.
You might be wondering, wasn't there a policy against manipulated content on his own platform, X? Yeah, seems like Musk didn't really care. The image had an eerie similarity to another AI-generated image posted by Trump last month, which showed Harris under a bunch of communist symbols during the Democratic National Convention. Coincidence? Probably not.
I think that should be a concern for everyone.
When Trump claimed victory, Musk stood to gain a lot. His net worth skyrocketed by $26.5 billion. Safe to say, he's probably pleased with how things turned out. But now, with such influence, Musk has to be extra careful about his words. His platform reaches millions, and it's crucial he uses that power responsibly. As for Kamala, we're hoping this doesn't discourage her from continuing in politics. Her campaign may have been brief, but it was undeniably impactful, and we can definitely say she did an amazing job.